Okay, so we arrived in Brisbane yesterday very early in the morning, and we were pretty much exhausted after 22 hours of flight to get here. And so we didn't do much yesterday. We basically got checked into our hotel. This is the room, you can see it here. It's an efficiency thing. Walter's taking a shower right now, peeking around the corner half naked. I'll save you that on the video. So you can see it's a fairly nice room. There's a bedroom off to that side over there and bathroom around. It's fairly large. And this is the view outside the window. So this is Brisbane, or part thereof. Now yesterday we went down on the Queen Street Mall. It's a pedestrian mall. A lot of places to shop and eat there. And we basically wandered around. Walter got a SIM card for his phone so we can call Canada and also get some internet time as well. There is internet here in the room, but it's not particularly fast. So I'm not sure when I'll get this loaded up to the YouTube channel, but we'll see. And you can see it's only about 5 to 8 right now. And people are getting ready to go to work, I guess, here in Brisbane. And we're about to have some brekkie and that kind of thing, and I'll talk more in a while. Okay, so we're out and about on a walking tour of the main attractions of Brisbane, and we just sort of got started, and there's a river that runs all the way through Brisbane. There's free ferries that'll take you to different points on the river. There's their version of the Sydney Harbour Bridge, but here in Brisbane. You can walk that, although after being on the Harbour Bridge, that doesn't look like too much of a thrill. This whole area, it's a very nice city. I think I like it better than Sydney, at least in the way that it looks. And lots of places to eat, tons of coffee places all over. So this is the City Botanical Gardens in here. One thing about Australia that we've always found every time we've come here, they have really nice parks. And they have these birds. And we've seen these birds many times in Australia. We're still not sure what they're called, but they must be protected. And they even walk into the open air restaurants and kind of clean up the floor. Maybe these are what we call Australian seagulls, because they always seem to be around wherever there's food. It's the river walk. And right here in front of us is one of the native birds that we've all heard about in North America, the kookaburra. Now, is this a gum tree? According to the song.
It's a gum tree.
Well, according to the song, kookaburra sits in an old gum tree. So we're on the south bank, on the other side of the river, and there's this park here as well that we're kind of wandering down. Walter's taking pictures of it. It's kind of a nice little, I don't know what you would call this, coverage. It's over top of it. But it's very nice looking. Nice little walk. No bikes are allowed down this path, which is good because the other paths had bikes. And you were taking your life in your own hands on those. Of course, the signs say to stay to the left. Of course, our instinct is to go to the right.
Better not do that when we get the car.
No, not good if you do that when we have the car.
Oh, you did video.
Oh, I'm taking a video. Okay, didn't really mean to take a video of this, but I am now. This very unusual looking plant. I had to take a picture. So this is a little water park down here. And in this park you have a man-made beach, a little one. So right here in the center of the city. Seems to be fairly popular. Don't think it's very deep. And they have sort of an entertainment area down here with restaurants and looks like beer gardens and bars and things like that. And Walter. Another little place you can go swimming, all man-made, like a little lagoon. And I think it's all free. A little bit of art that makes music. Kind of different.
So one's not working. Looks like they're solar powered.
Oh, maybe. So this is the wheel of Brisbane. Every place we go, we get on a wheel somewhere. So we're going on this in a few seconds and minutes here. Yeah, just basically a Ferris wheel. It's not like the Eye in London or the one we were in Singapore. So we're inside.
Welcome to the Channel 7 Wheel with Brisbane and South Bank. I'm Max Butcher from 7 News, and I'm going to join you on this exciting journey where you will experience a 360-degree view of the beautiful city of Brisbane, which is Australia's third largest city and home to more than 2.2 million. Selfie, tag us here at the Channel 7 Wheel of Brisbane. We love seeing sky-high smiles and sharing in your experience. Let's start with location 1, the mighty Brisbane River. This river's source is located over 300 kilometres away near the town of Kingaroy. In January 2011, Brisbane experienced one of its most devastating floods, with levels peaking at 4.46 metres. The Brisbane River floodwaters surged around us here at the Channel 7 Wheel of Brisbane, and we were fortunate to have no major damage and were back operating within a week. Location 2. On the north bank directly opposite the wheel is the Queensland Government Treasury Building. The Treasury was erected in 3 stages between 1886 and 1928, each stage using a different type of sandstone, which you can see. The Queensland Government met in the building until 1905, and since 1995, the heritage listed building has become home to the Treasury Hotel and Casino. On to location 3, the world-class Queen's Wharf project. New integrated resort development is being constructed that will define Brisbane.
Well, it doesn't take a long time to do a full rotation.
Expected to open in 2022. Queen's Wharf will also feature a pedestrian bridge named the Neville Bonner Bridge that will link both sides of the Brisbane River, landing in front of us here at the wheel. At the river bend is the spectacular Brisbane City Botanical Gardens, which is location 4. Attractions at the gardens include a bamboo grove, the weeping fig avenue, ornamental ponds and a playground. The gardens are a picturesque setting for a picnic and a popular choice for weddings. It's also home to the Brisbane River Stadium and Gabba. The Gabba has hosted athletics, Australian rules football, basketball,
Actually, the design
rugby, and
of these
soccer.
cards in here don't really give you a good chance to take pictures. Well, this is
To
a
the
bad
west
shot
is
right here.
location 7, William Jolly Bridge. This was built by local engineer Harding Fruit in the 1930s and opened during the worst year of the Great Depression. Originally known as the Grey Street Bridge, it was renamed the William Jolly Bridge on 5th of July 1955 in honour of William Jolly, the first Lord Mayor of Greater Brisbane.
Okay, so far, we think Brisbane is a very nice city of what we've seen already. It's very compact, very modern. There's a different feel here than from Sydney or Melbourne or Perth. And actually, I think I like the feeling here a little better than in the other places, but I don't know why. What do you think?
Yeah, it's oh, I don't know. I think each place has its own
Their own unique characteristic.
And this one has a kind of an interesting characteristic. There seems to be a lot of like outdoor places to eat and a lot more No, it seems to be very relaxed.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, whereas Sydney was very, seemed more rush, but that's because...
Well, also probably also has a higher number of tourists.
Yeah, that go there. And even Melbourne seemed a little bit more rush. Here, so far, seems a little bit more laid back, but that could just be my imagination. Of course, it's the third largest city, so it's only got, what, 2 million or something? So it's not a huge city.
I think it's 2 million, or it might be even 3, but I'm not sure.
Anyways, so far, very nice. So down in the distance, there's an art gallery, science center. We're going to make our way down there once we get off this wheel, which I think will be in a few minutes here because we're stopped at the top, and I think they're laying off some other people that got on just before us. So, yeah. And this is the Queensland State Library. We're up on the second floor at the moment. Looks like it goes up to about 4 floors. We just went through a special exhibition about homes from the past in Queensland, which was kind of interesting. Walter said it was like Google Earth, only done in the 1970s.
50s.
Or 50s. Was it the 50s?
Started in the 50s.
So, this is the... What is this? It's the art gallery. Queensland Art Gallery.
There's also the modern art gallery across the road.
Yeah. And for all of you who told me there's all kinds of spiders in Australia, yes, there are. They even take pictures of them.
In the art gallery.
In the art gallery, yeah. This is sort of an interesting display. We were just in the Queensland State Art Gallery, and now we're going over to the Gallery of Modern Art. So we just finished doing the art galleries, which were very interesting. And now we're heading back over, eventually, across the way. We gotta find some place for lunch. And if you're interested to know what the temperature is right now, it's 32 degrees C. And it's supposed to get warmer as the week goes on. Another shot as we go across a pedestrian bridge over to the other side where we're staying. Brisbane is a city of bridges, but of course it's built right on a river that winds around it. But the architecture is quite contemporary. I think adds a lot to the look of the overall city. Now that was the Modern Art Gallery we just came out of. Here's the skyline of the city. Okay, so we're sitting out here. We just had burrito bowls with Wagyu beef. That was very interesting. It's actually quite good. And we're having another beer here in a minute. Little place called The Hook.